My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I am your resident rageaholic. Alright, so last night before I went to bed, and the only reason I had to go to bed is because in like an hour I need to go take these exams. So by the time you see this, exams will be done. Also got to go pay a bill. Alright, so I read this thing last night, and it had something to do with Tamryn and Megyn Kelly. Both beautiful ladies, one black, one white. This video is basically about handling things respectfully, no matter how much rage you feel towards your employer. Alright, so let me make this 100% bona fide clear, just in case I'm never getting a job with NBC. So if they don't ever give me a job, this will probably be the reason. Okay, I honestly, truly to God think that Megyn Kelly was fired over some bullshit. You know, let's just put it right there. I honestly think that she was fired over some bullshit. Knowledge is power, people. And that was one that really didn't have to happen. No. I like Megyn Kelly. I have no doubt in my mind that she's not a racist. But she was fired over some racist bullshit. Alright? She's another one of those people that I feel fall into the category of Billy Bush losing their job for doing their job. You know, that's just like bullshit. So the subject matter was Tamryn Hall, who's a black lady, a very beautiful black lady, who said that the Today Show messed up big time when they gave Megyn Kelly her slot. I'm gonna be forward with you. I'm a martial artist. I've been trying to break into this entertainment business since the year 2000. I'm 19 years in with absolutely no success. All right, I haven't quit. I will persevere. I have not gotten a big break. Hell, I haven't gotten a chance. This video will probably never let me get a job with NBC, and I'm okay with that. Okay? But I will say this. People tend to approach things wrongly or lose their cognition of thought when they are approached with something that isn't really a unhandleable situation. But when you are angry and you are going to lose your job, you need to take a beat. You need to take a breath back, step back, and think before you open up your mouth. Now, I did cuss in this video, and I will probably cuss a couple more times because I really like Tamryn Hall. And I don't think that what she said and what I read is probably worded properly, but I read it on one of these internet things on my phone, so you can only take that with a grain of salt. You know, some of them things are spot on, some of them things are not. And Megyn Kelly losing her job over she didn't know that blackface was a thing where she grew up, as you know. I can't say that that's borderline bullshit. I can't, because here's the thing. Knowledge is power, and if you don't know, you don't know. She may have came from the least racist family in the world and just didn't know. You know, some people don't grow up watching TV. They don't. When I was growing up, I knew a couple of people in my school whose parents did not allow them to watch TV. I was a little bit thrown back by that because we were allowed to watch TV. Granted, it was black and white, but we were allowed to watch TV. I remember Chips. I remember The Greatest American Hero. I still got the scar from that one. But, you know, for Miss Hall to say that NBC messed up giving Megyn Kelly her slot, you know, I don't know that situation. I just know what I read. And I wasn't really fond of that. But it did make me think about why Miss Kelly got fired. Miss Kelly got fired for saying she didn't know such and such was insulting when she was a little girl. Her crimes as a little girl should have nothing to do with her getting fired as a grown woman. She didn't know, she didn't know. I liked Megyn Kelly's show. You know, and I think NBC fucked up letting her go. That's just my personal opinion. She had good topics. She had good guests. You know, she was doing pretty damn good, you know. And I don't think that she should have been fired. Same thing with Billy Bush in whatever show he was on the bus with the red-headed demon seed in charge. I don't think he should have been fired because not one time did Billy Bush come out his mouth with, "I can grab them by the pussy." That was completely the President of the United States of America who said that shit. Billy Bush, out of a job, which I think is utter bullshit. Megyn Kelly, out of a job, which again I think is utter bullshit. We tend to take things for face value instead of looking for the truth. And that is an American thing. I have also once lost my job over bullshit. However, the jobs that I have lost, that I've earned being fired from, let's face it, they were still bullshit and they were embedded in racism, and some of it on my account. I can give you a prime example of me getting fired on my day off the weekend of Friday from Sears. The very first movie Friday came out, I got fired on that Sunday because there was the Thanksgiving party, and as you've been watching my videos, then you know me. I'm part Cherokee and very proud of my heritage. All three of them, for the most part, until someone black, white, or Cherokee Indian, or Indian in general, does something stupid that makes me ashamed to be them. But here's the thing. I can't change my ethnicity. I can't change my heritage. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, you probably could pass for a Mexican if you really want to be Mexican, but Mexicans lose their shit too. Black people lose their shit, white people lose their shit. Native Americans lose their shit. Just remember Miss Rainbird a few months back that drove from somebody's stolen RV and a dog jumped out the window. Yeah. So therefore, I got nowhere I can go. When you are about to lose your job, 9 out of 10 you don't really know it, and it generally comes to you as a slap in the face, like it did with Megyn Kelly, and like it did with Willie Bush. With me, it wasn't a slap in the face. I knew that I had finally went too far. All right, and I'll be the first to admit it. The things that led up to it were mostly in retaliation for what people had said to me. They weren't really racist about it. They just said shit to me that wasn't really fair. Alright? For example, there was a lady at Sears who worked at Sears. I think she was a loader or whatever. And I had to clean the lady's bathroom. And the lady's bathroom was the most disgusting place on earth. I had to plop human waste off the walls into the toilet to flush them, and the waste had been there for like 3 days, because it would happen like on the weekend. Somebody would come in and have a hands-on party with shit and smear it all over the wall. Now, I thought women were more discreet than that, and the only thing I had to worry about was the PMS boxes, which were actually cleaner than the walls, because there's bags in there. You take them out, you throw them in the trash can. No, there was shit on the walls. I never thought women would shit on the walls because you have to sit to pee and poop, so how the fuck do you miss? Anyway, one day I cleaned the bathrooms. Like, I scrubbed those suckers down big time. And a young woman complained that I didn't clean the bathrooms good enough. So yet again, I said I'll take care of it. The next day, I had so many cans of foam and spray. That whole bathroom, every toilet was covered in foam. I finished the men's bathroom after scraping mucous membranes off the wall, rolling some paint over somebody who drew a picture of a dick with sperm shooting out with their phone number in it. I'm still looking for that guy because I'm going to whoop his ass. Anyway, so she meets me in the hallway. It's a neutral hallway because you have to go through the hallway to get to both bathrooms. And she goes, that there's soap and stuff all over the toilets. And I told her, I was like, well, yesterday you said it wasn't clean enough. Today it's too clean. If you need something else in there, you need to go in there and wash your ass. I actually told her she needed to go home and wash her ass. So I deserved to get fired for insulting her like that. But that was saved up until I went off on a Thanksgiving rally. They had a Thanksgiving party. I'm part Cherokee Indian when Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday. I wasn't invited, but I had to clean up, and they couldn't take 15 steps to go get new trash bags. They just left vomit and shit all over the place, and I had to clean it up. I don't go to somebody's job and make their job more difficult for them. So I would expect the same respect. Because when I got off from Sears, if I went anywhere around in Sears, it was to shop. It wasn't to knock racks down and things so people can pick that shit up. And hi Bob Vila, because your picture was all over Sears when I was there. But anyway, they made my job harder for me. They had a Thanksgiving party. And I went off. So the Amazon lady in charge said she was going to tell my boss. And I said, fine, I'll tell him myself. And I did. Had I known I was going to be fired on my day off, I would have just quit. I did, because I didn't know I was going to get fired on my day off. But everything I ever done, accidents and all that happened that years led up to me being fired. I kind of deserved to get fired because I told them that they didn't have any home training and that their moms suck. Anyway, that led to me being fired. Then they also had the fact that I crashed the driving clean machine thing into all those underwear, which I knocked down like a pack of dominoes. But that being said, I came back Monday, I jumped down the throat of the dude that fired me because he was the same dude that helped me get the job in the first place. And shout out to Rick, the guy that got me fired. Or the guy that fired me, rather. And you know, since then, I grew up a lot. I knew that when I was going to get fired, to hold my head high, be respectful, thank them for giving me the opportunity to work there, and walk off with a smile on my face. It took me a couple of jobs to get that. You know, I quit Burger King once. I quit Burger King twice. I got basically fired the third time around. Then I threatened the manager twice. So I know that Mountain Valley would never give me a job back. But the manager that I threatened was a pervert and a racist. Alright? And he really wanted me to beat his ass by telling people that I don't know Kung Fu and that I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper bag. He also called me a half-breed, which is a racist statement when you've been called a half-breed all your life. Especially when you're not even a half-breed. You're a multicultural breed. So yeah, it is a really racist statement. So as I got older, I learned to stop losing my shit when I get fired. When I get fired, I am more respectful the day I get fired than the day I got hired. And the reason that is because we have to learn as people, not just people of color, but as people in general, is that when you lose your shit, they win. So when someone writes them down and you put them on your references, as I worked here, the first thing is like, nah, don't hire that bastard, because that bastard goes off over little things, and then, you know, they never hear your story. They hear the people you work for story. And they will tell them everything. They will spin it. This happened to me in the Army, too. Just to get that out there, that Drill Sergeant Stoltz didn't like my ass so badly that he told Drill Sergeant Hayes that I was the biggest bitch, pussy, etc., etc. And I earned my spot in Delta. That's why these tags mean so much to me. And I thank you, Drill Sergeant Hayes, Drill Sergeant Omberg, and Drill Sergeant Amisqua, who I used to call Aztec Warrior because I could not pronounce his damn name to get my life straight. Alright. Now, those three men, best drill sergeants ever. Drill Sergeant Stoltz, he was more of a dick. No, I respect him, but he was more of a dick. I like Drill Sergeant White. I like Drill Sergeant Robbins. They were the two best soldiers I had to follow under in Bravo. Drill Sergeant Stoltz, not so much. You know, he went out his way to punk me for the rest of my stay in Bravo. You know, and again, when I went to golf, I lost my shit. You know, I own my flaws. I lost my shit. You know, I went to Bravo. This Drill Sergeant Walsh, and his little short companion, I don't know his name, both of them get the finger because, you know, your job is to teach me how to survive. Your job is not to abuse your power. So we're going to go ahead and call them out on this video. They decided they're going to punk me. I went in at 37, so I'm not some little chump punk kid, you know. I'm a street fighter who became a soldier. I'm also a street fighter who became a martial artist. I've been in a lot of fights. I ain't lost none of them motherfuckers. You know, not with these, and not with these. Now that I ain't got no hip, these days I had to adapt. I was much better with my feet. So they were punking me, you know, and when I got back over to Drill Sergeant Stoltz and Captain Lotz and all of them, and they were like, well, you're going back over there tomorrow. When the next day came, I refused training. And then everything went to shit. After my third refusal, they sent me to go see Captain Lotz. This is the short version of this. And he just blatantly told me that I was a piece of shit. Blatantly told me that I was a punk. Blatantly told me I was a bitch. And blatantly told me, well, okay, so you refuse training, you want to tell me why. When I explained to him the situation of how these guys were abusing their power, he didn't give a shit. I was 37-year-old punk bitch. He didn't give a flying fuck about me. No. So, it's like, you don't want to go over there. Why didn't you report to their captain, their first sergeant? I said, because technically I was still in your custody. But I'm reporting to you. And they did nothing. They did CHMS my ass. And then they decided, no, we're going to send you to Delta. Best decision ever. I'm so glad that they sent me to Delta. Because I found real fucking family there. I found real Army men who respected me for being an old man entering the military And, they gave me a life. They gave me a purpose. And until I got injured again, I was well on my way. So when I failed to qualify on my rifle, I got an honorable discharge for failure to adapt. Drill Sergeant Hayes and the lieutenant, all of them, they didn't want me to go. I didn't want to go. But rules and regulations said, bullets and beans cost money. You're going home. So I went home. I did not lose my shit. I cried to stay. I'll kid you not. Drill Sergeant Borge was very polite to me as tears streamed down my face. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I know you want to be here. I said, yeah, I don't want to go back home. I don't have nothing to come home to. I don't have a wife. I don't have a kids. I don't have a reason for living other than being right fucking here in Delta Company. Start me over. Back in Delta. It's almost time for them to graduate. Start me back over. Said we can't. So I stopped losing my shit when I got fired. I stopped losing my shit for the simple fact that that's energy I could be using for something else. So when you are on a job, you have to handle stuff gracefully. You have to handle things respectfully. And to do that, you need to know when to bite your tongue. If I am fired ever again, I have learned to do 2 things. Thank you. Shake your hand. Walk out that door. Don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them see you cry. You'll find another job. It may take a little bit more time than you need it to, but you will find another job. You might not find a job you like, but you will find another job. Keep that in mind before you lose your shit. I'm James Williams, Comfort number 2. Be seeing you.